Rachel Gorry is a woman who has demonstrated remarkable strength, resilience, and grace throughout her life, especially in the face of unimaginable loss. Recently, she once again touched hearts with her candid and deeply emotional words during a conversation with Georgie Crawford on her podcast, The Good Glow. In this heartfelt episode, Rachel opened up about her life as a single mother of three beautiful daughters, Hannah, Leah, and Holly, and how she has managed to navigate the complex and often overwhelming journey of grief after the devastating loss of her husband, Daniel. Daniel, a beloved husband and father, passed away in 2020 after a difficult battle with esophageal cancer. His loss shook the Gorry family to its core, leaving Rachel to not only process her own grief but also guide her three young daughters through their heartbreak. Despite the immense pain, Rachel has found a way to continue forward, carrying Daniel's memory with her and allowing it to shape the future she is building for herself and their children. During her conversation on The Good Glow, Rachel reflected on how life has changed since Daniel's passing. She spoke with love and pride about her daughters who have grown and matured in ways she never could have imagined. "The girls are doing fantastic," Rachel said, her voice filled with admiration for her children. "I look back at them and think they were babies when Daniel passed, and now they're proper little women." Watching her daughters grow into strong, independent young women has been a source of comfort for Rachel, a bittersweet reminder of how much time has passed since Daniel was with them. Leah, her eldest daughter, is now in her second year of secondary school, and Rachel couldn't help but laugh as she talked about how Leah is almost 6 feet tall. "She's getting to that age where she's robbing my makeup and my clothes," Rachel said, chuckling at the typical teenage behavior. While Rachel joked about the everyday challenges of raising teenage girls, it's clear that she treasures every moment with them. "I am really blessed to have 3 daughters," she said with sincerity. "I love the fact that we are as close as we are." However, as Rachel reflected on their growing independence, she also acknowledged the natural but difficult transition that comes with watching her children mature. "The older they're getting, the more they see that it's not cool to hang out with your mammy," she admitted, with a hint of sadness. "I still have the youngest, but as the older two grow up, I'm going to have to let them go." This sentiment of letting go is a common theme for parents as their children grow older, but for Rachel it carries an even deeper weight, as she has had to let go of not only her husband but, in some ways, the life they envisioned together as a family. Despite the inevitable changes that come with time, Rachel has found ways to honor Daniel's memory and keep his presence alive in their lives. She frequently reflects on the qualities that her daughters have inherited from their father, which brings her a sense of peace and connection to him. "I see Daniel so much in Holly," Rachel shared, referring to her youngest daughter. "She's the spitting image of him, and her personality is just like his. It's amazing how much she reminds me of him." But it's not just Holly who carries pieces of Daniel with her. Rachel revealed that she sees glimpses of her late husband in all 3 of her daughters. "I see his personality come out in all of them, and it's so lovely to see because it makes me feel like he's not really gone." For Rachel, this realization is both comforting and heartwarming. Even though Daniel is no longer physically present, his spirit continues to live on through their daughters. "Even though they were so small when he passed, they still have his traits," she said, her voice filled with emotion. "And in that way, Daniel will never truly be gone. He will live on through them." This belief that Daniel's essence remains alive in their children has provided Rachel with a profound sense of solace, reminding her that the love they shared endures, despite the distance that death has placed between them. Earlier this year, Rachel made the courageous decision to open up about a new chapter in her life. She revealed to her followers that she had entered into a new relationship, a decision that she initially struggled with. At first, Rachel had planned to keep her new relationship private, uncertain of how people might react, especially given the public nature of her grief journey. However, after receiving an overwhelming amount of support and encouragement from her followers, she decided to share her happiness more openly. Rachel was deeply moved by the positive messages she received from her supporters, many of whom expressed genuine happiness for her. The outpouring of kindness helped to affirm her decision, and she has since embraced this new chapter of her life with a sense of hope. What has meant the most to Rachel, however, is the support she's received from her daughters. They have been a constant source of love and encouragement, fully backing their mother's happiness. "The girls are delighted that I'm happy," Rachel said. Their support has helped her to feel more confident in pursuing a relationship and moving forward with her life, even as she continues to honor Daniel's memory. As Rachel looks to the future, she carries with her the love, lessons, and memories of her late husband, Daniel. She is fully aware that grief is not a linear process. It ebbs and flows, sometimes resurfacing when she least expects it. But through it all, Rachel remains steadfast in her belief that Daniel's spirit will always be with her and their children. She often speaks of how their daughters remind her of him in the most unexpected ways: the way they smile, the way they talk, or the little quirks they've inherited. Each of these reminders brings Rachel comfort. knowing that Daniel's legacy continues to live on through the girls. As she reflected on her journey, Rachel expressed her gratitude for the strength that her daughters give her. Despite the trials they've faced, they have continued to grow into remarkable young women, each embodying both their mother's resilience and their father's spirit. The love that binds them as a family is unbreakable, and it's clear that Rachel's deep bond with her daughters will only continue to strengthen as they grow older. In sharing her story on The Good Glow, Rachel once again demonstrated the profound strength that has come to define her journey. Her ability to move forward with grace while holding on to the love and memories of the past is a testament to her resilience. Rachel's story is one of love, loss, and ultimately hope, a reminder that even in the face of the deepest pain, it is possible to find joy and light again. Through her daughters, through her memories, and through the unwavering support of her loved ones, Rachel has found a way to continue living a life filled with love, even as she carries the weight of her loss. For those who listen to her story, Rachel Gorry stands as a beacon of hope, showing that it is possible to rebuild after loss, to love again, and to cherish the memory of those we have lost in a way that allows us to move forward while keeping them close to our hearts. Daniel's memory through Rachel and their daughters will forever remain a part of their family's story, woven into the very fabric of their lives.